Hello guys, this is Puerto Rico and today I have another piece of EDC to my collection, and this is the MachineEra TEK pen. Nowadays we have a lot of technology. We have our cell phone that we take everywhere, we have our computers, we have our iPads or whatever you might have, but there is something about writing on a piece of paper with a nice pen that you can substitute. That feeling is unique, and technology will never be able to replace that feeling. And this is why today we're talking about this TEK pen from MachineEra. This is a solid, sleek, like one-piece pen that was machined for a solid piece of stainless steel, and they reshaped it to this little pen right here, and that's why this pen feels so solid and it has some weight to it. And there is something about having that weight on your hand, having something solid that you're writing with that feels really good in your hand. And that's one of the reasons why I like in MachineEra products. They also have the brass solid pen. This is their original one, and I carry these too because they feel super heavy, a little bit hefty, and it feels really nice when you're writing something down. A feature that is really special about this pen is that it's compatible with the Itoya Parker style cartridges, and these are super easy to find online. I just bought a pack of 2 of these for $6 on Amazon, and they last for a good while. I used this pen probably for a straight month before I ran out of ink. Another thing that made this pen feel so good in your hand is that the only thing you have to do is put this little spring on the pen or on the case right here. You slide your cartridge down, then this lock on the top, lock into the cartridge by a little click or a little groove in the middle that will click with the top of the cartridge. Then you just twist the cap until it's all the way in and it's ready to go. When you click it, it's not like a super satisfying clicky sound or clicky feel. It's a little bit smooshy, but there is no play between the cartridge and the pen, so you can move this around, you can rattle, you can throw it against the wall, and it's gonna stay as a solid piece of pen. So for the TEK pen, they come up with a new finish design. It's a multi-step code or design which make it look like a matte gray finish, and it's super smooth when you hold this pen. Instead of being like a shiny stainless steel that look a little bit cheap, I would say, this have a matte finish that make it look even better. Even though this pen is super smooth all around, you're gonna have the graph paper pattern where you're supposed to grip the pen, that it feels super smooth and make it feel super grippy when you're writing anything down. Sometimes you're doing some stuff, you start sweating a little bit and the pen's used to like slip on your hand, but this pattern definitely helps with that. But at the same time it feels really good. And this grip was also machined on the same piece of stainless steel. There's nothing added to this pen, it's just one solid piece. The only thing that you can take apart and you can barely tell with your eyes is this little clip right here. I will say that since they're doing such a robust design, they could have done a better clip for this pen. I feel like this one, it goes around like this all the time and I have to be fixing it. And it's not a big deal. A pen does not have to be like the strongest thing on your EDC, because I personally use it on an office or laboratory setting. And I don't need the weatherproof, like bomb-proof, bulletproof pen. I just need a pen that looks good, feels good, and that I like. Of course, this is a solid piece of metal. It's gonna weigh a little bit more, in this case 1 ounce, 0.3, and the size will be a little bit above 5 inches, but it's just a regular size pen that weighs a little bit more, but it feels super good in your hand. If you wanna grab one of these, it's gonna be a little bit pricey at $75, but what you're getting for pen is a lot. I personally never thought I would spend this much money on a pen, but when you get a pen like this or you try a pen like this, you feel the difference when you're like writing something down on paper. The feels is just different, it feels good, it looks good, it helped me take pictures for my EDC stuff, and I like it. If you want to grab one of these pens, hit the link in the description below. If you like this video, please hit the like button below, please subscribe, and see you till next time.